is first one Kirchhoff's first law, and the second one, so which is called also as a current law here. So this is what you are observing. Kirchhoff's first law is also called as a current law, and Kirchhoff's second law, which you are observing, it is called as a voltage law here. So this is called as voltage law. So why it is called as voltage law? What are the properties of this second law here? So everything we will discuss one by one. So before going to discuss about the Kirchhoff's laws, let me introduce a certain amount of the basic terms here. So what are the basic terms? The first one, we are going to call this as a junction. So what is the meaning of a junction? Next, the second one, what you are observing, it is called as a branch. So the second one is a branch here, and the third one here, what you are observing, it is the third term which will be taken as a loop here, and the fourth one, what you are observing, it is called as elements of circuit. So this is what you are observing. So element of circuit here. So what are the elements of this circuit which are called as elements of the circuit here? So in order to discuss one by one, let us see the first one, which is called as a junction. So which is called as a junction here. Now junction in the sense, it is a particular point. So let us assume this is a particular point. At this particular point, what you are observing, at least 3 amount of electric current should meet. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಈ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು, 3 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೊ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಸೊ ನಾವು O is called as a junction here. So junction point in the circuit. So ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ as a junction point. Next, so that is reason it is a point. So it is a point in the circuit. So it is point in the circuit where at least 3 electric current should meet here. At least 3 electric current should meet. So what you are observing, at least 3 electric current should meet here. So this point we call as a junction point. Next, so after getting the junction point, now let us see what is the meaning of a branch. So which is called as a branch here. So in order to understand, so it is a path. So what you are observing, it is a path connecting. So you are going to observe a path here. So this path is going to make a connection with at least, so this is with at least 2 junctions here. So path connecting with at least 2 junctions. So ಎರಡು ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವೇ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು see here, for example, let us assume, so this is a particular point O here. So if you are going to observe, this is point O. At this point, let us assume this is amount of electric current given by I1. So here the amount of electric current given by I2. So here the amount of electric current given by I3. So it means this O point, what you are observing, it is called as a junction point. So O point, what you are observing, it is called as a junction point. And similarly, we will consider one more junction point like this. So this is a point A. So this is point A where you are supposed to observe I4, and here the amount of electric current is I5, and here you are going to make a path connecting these 2 points. So you are going to make a path connecting these 2 points. Now point A, so what you are observing, it is taken as a junction point. The reason is, what you are observing, at least 3 amount of electric current. So because of that reason, O point is also called as a junction point, whereas A point is also called as a junction point. So now if you are going to observe a branch, so here here the branch in the sense it is a path connecting. So it is a path connecting at least two junctions. ಎರಡು junctions ಆದರೂ at least ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗುವ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏನ್ ಪಾತ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಹಿಯರ್. So thereafter, what is the meaning of a loop? So which is called as a loop here. So loop in the sense it is a closed path. So it is what you are observing, a closed path in the circuit. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು particular circuit ಒಳಗೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು closed path ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So for example, so here one of the resistor and here the amount of electric current flowing here, and here again you are going to observe one more branch, and here you are supposed to observe one more branch like this. So now this is point A. So this is point A here, and let us see this as point C, and similarly here we can observe as point C, and this will be point D here. So here we are observing one of the resistor, and here also one of the resistor, and here also the certain amount of resistor here. So if you are going to observe, so now what is a loop? So it is a closed path. So we can say when it starts from point A. So on the point A ದಿಂದ start ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ next is point A to the point B to the point C, thereafter followed by point D, thereafter it will end at again point A only. So that kind of path we call as a loop. So it means you are going to start from point A. So you are going to start from point A here. Next we'll go for the point B. So that's the reason we can write A to point B. Next reason what you're observing, B to point C here. So this is C here. Next point C to the point D here. That will be taken as D here. Now this will end at the same point only. So this will end at the same point only. So we will write A B C D A is one of the loop of this electronic circuit. ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಎ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್. ಸೊ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಎ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ we are going to consider as one of the loop of this electronic circuit. So we are going to mention as a loop here. Now, so if you are going to observe a loop, you are going to observe next one is elements of the circuit. So what is the meaning of elements of the circuit here? So for example, in one circuit we can use one of the resistor here. In one of the circuit we can use the capacitor. In any one of the circuit we can use a cell here, and like this we can use many elements, or else we can use whatever the components present in the circuit. So we are going to call this as elements of the circuit. So the reason is why you are going to call this as the elements of the circuit, in the sense these are the elements or components present in the circuit. So these are the elements or components present in the circuit here. So these are the elements or components present in the circuit. So this we call as components. These components or is the elements what you are observing we call as elements of the circuit here. So whatever the devices present in the circuit we call as the elements. Now, so after getting these terms, now you are going to discuss about the Kirchhoff's first law as well as Kirchhoff's second law here. So in order to understand, we'll start with the first law. So now this first law what you are observing, let us see. So you are going to observe, so this is a Kirchhoff's first law here. So when we have the Kirchhoff's first law, so Kirchhoff's first law, here what happens, we are going to observe the algebraic sum of, so the algebraic sum of electric current at a junction. So electric current at a junction is equals to 0, is equals to 0. So what is the meaning of this one? Let us see. The algebraic sum of electric current at a junction is equals to the 0. So what you are going to observe here? So you are going to consider like this. So we will assume this is a particular junction point like this. ಯಾವುದೊಂದು particular junction point ಅಂತ assumption model. So this is point O here. and certain amount of electric current are here, that we are going to consider I1, and you are going to consider I2, and here this is I3, and here this is I4, and here this is I5, and here this is I6 here. So we have a different amount of electric current like this. Now the algebraic sum of electric current at a junction is equals to 0. So you are going to write that is summation of I is equals to 0. So you are going to observe summation of I is equal to 0 here. So what is the meaning of summation? So what is the meaning of summation? In the sense the amount of electric current. So what you are observing, amount of electric current entering, so amount of electric current entering is equal to, so is equal to what? Amount of electric current leaving a junction point. So here what you are observing, amount of electric current entering is equal to amount of electric current leaving this junction point here. So leaving a junction point. So that is the reason. So we can say, so summation of, or else we can say the algebraic sum of total electric current will be taken as a 0 here. So this is the equations what you are going to observe. So now whatever the amount of electric current entering the junction point, so whenever you are going to observe the amount of electric current entering the junction will be taken as a positive. So we are going to observe, so these are the sign conventions. We call this as sign conventions of the Kirchhoff's laws here. So first one what you are observing, whatever the amount of electric current entering the junction point will be taken as positive, and whatever the amount of electric current leaving the junction point, in the sense exiting from the junction point, that will be taken as a negative here. So these are the sign conventions, so very important sign conventions here. So just we'll see the sign conventions. So when we have the sign conventions, in the sense what you are observing, so sign conventions again consider the amount of electric current. The first one is electric current is positive. So electric current is taken as positive. So electric current is taken as positive if entering the junction. So if entering at the junction here. So this is whenever it is entering at the junction, you are going to consider electric current as positive. Whereas so this will be taken as negative if leaving the junction here. So whatever the amount of electric current leaving the junction, that will be taken as a negative here. So this is the first sign convention what we are going to discuss about the Kirchhoff's laws. Now let us see whatever the amount of electric current entering here and what are the amount of electric current leaving the junction points. In order to understand, let us see what you are observing. This is I1. So I1 in the sense, so from this point of junction, it is leaving or is exiting the junction point here. So that's the reason whenever it is leaving the junction, we are going to consider a negative according to the sign conventions which is used in the Kirchhoff's first law here. So this will be taken as minus. Next we'll see for the second electric current. So here the second electric current is entering towards the junction point. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಏನು ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ I2. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ I2 ಹಿಯರ್. Next, so next ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಿ, so this is the third electric current which is entering towards the junction point. So that is the reason we will write plus I3. So we can write plus I3 here. Next one, here what happens, this electric current is leaving the junction point. So that's the reason we can write minus I4. So this is minus I4. Similarly, what you are observing, again the next electric current is entering towards the electric junction point. So that's the reason this is plus I5. So this is plus I5, and here it is leaving the electric point junction. So that is the reason this will be minus I6. Now total algebraic sum will be 0. So total algebraic sum of the electric current at a junction point will be taken as 0 here. So now whatever the positive terms are there, so that we will write as I2 plus I3 plus I5 is equal to, so is equal to I1 plus I4 plus I6 here. So this is equations what you are observing. So I2 plus I3 plus I5 is equal to I1 plus I4 plus I6. So this is a definition of the first law with explanation of this first law here. So you are going to observe with explanation of the first law. So when we are going to explain the terms, you are going to use the sign conventions. So the sign convention is the amount of electric current is taken as a positive if entering the junction point, whereas it will be taken as a negative if it is leaving the junction point. So these are the equations, or else these are the terms regarding entering as well as leaving the junction terms or else junction point here. So this is minus, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು I2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ I3 ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ I4 ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬರಿತೀವಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ is exiting here, that will be taken as a negative here. So this is regarding Kirchhoff's first law. So this is regarding the Kirchhoff's first law here. So by seeing this one, what we can refer or else what we can define here. So the definition we can say, so here law of conservation of the charges takes place. So here what happens here, law of conservation of charges takes place. So ಎಷ್ಟು amount of charges enter ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ amount of charges ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು exit ಆಗೋ possibility ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, so we are going to consider a law of conservation of the charges. So law of conservation of charges here. Now we can say Kirchhoff's first law, what you are observing, it is applicable. So it is applicable only for a junction point. So you have to remember, we have not taken any branch, so we have not taken any loop here. So we are going to observe this Kirchhoff's first law is applicable only at the junction point. So apart from this junction point, we are not going to observe any branch, we are not supposed to consider any what you are observing loop here. So this is the reason we call this as junction law also. So you are going to call this as junction law. So Kirchhoff's first law is also called as junction law. Next, so if you are going to observe, this is the junction law here, and it is what you are observing, conservation of the charges. Now one more is very very important here, the circuit is open. So here circuit is entirely open here. So that is the reason we can say it is applicable to the open loop. So you are not going to observe any closed loop here. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, so it is called as open loop. So this is about the Kirchhoff's first law here. Now we are going to discuss about the Kirchhoff's second law. So what is the definition for this second law and what are the sign conventions regarding this second law? So everything we'll discuss one by one. So when we discuss about the Kirchhoff's laws, so we are going to start with the Kirchhoff's second law. So now this is Kirchhoff's second law. So this is second law which is defined as, so it is defined as, so the algebraic sum of, so here also you are going to consider algebraic sum of, so algebraic sum of changes of potential. So algebraic sum of changes of potential. So changes of a potential in any closed loop. So in any closed loop you are going to consider compulsory closed loop here. So in any closed loop which is having resistors and cells. So which is having resistors and cells combined together. So combined together. So which are having resistors and cells combined together. So combined together is always 0. So is always 0 here. So it means what you are observing, the algebraic sum of the changes of a potential. So whatever the amount of potential changes here, that you are going to consider summation of, so this is what you are observing, changes in the potential. In the sense what we have, two type of the potential. The first one is EMF of the cell, because what we have resistors and what we have cells here. So when we have the resistors, the amount of potential is given by delta V. So change in the potential is given by delta V, in the sense terminal potential difference. So when we have the cells, so this amount of potential is given by EMF of a cell. So that's the reason. So summation of E plus summation of delta V is equals to 0. So this is a definition regarding